Hi guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, and I have some fun videos for you. You guys, I have to apologize in this intro, okay? I started my channel off with this, and so I will always talk about fine jewelry. I'm a fine jewelry designer myself, but I have also worked in the industry now for like 11 years, which is really crazy. I started when I was 19. Actually, this month is literally my 11th year in the fine jewelry industry. Wow. Anyways, I did an entire series not too long ago, at some point last year, going over my favorite fine jewelry designers. And I realized after I did like 6 or 7 of those videos, plus the many prior to that, I haven't done a fine jewelry video in a little while. And so I am so sorry. And I'm hopefully going to right my wrong right now. But first and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at lelasophia jewelry. I put up videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And so I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, please excuse me. So we're just gonna jump right in to who I have, I think very rightfully so, and proudly so, might I add, named, I think, my top at least 3 favorite designers that I've ever seen in my life, and probably for the rest of my life. Miss Waese, oh my gosh, who is my personal idol. I think that she is just, quite frankly, a genius. If you guys have seen any of my videos, again, going over how much I love her, she hand sculpts all of her pieces. She just does the most incredible work. It's definitely abstract. Organic is not even the word. Organic, like 2.0. She's very organic. Everything is just a chef's kiss in my brain. And there's a pair of earrings, because we know me, I've really gotten into my ear cuff vibe as of the last like 2 years. And so I haven't been as much into earrings, and I'm so sorry for neglecting that category. But there's a pair of earrings of hers that I was like, I would wear that to my wedding. These are the perfect marriage of 2 things that I really love in the fine jewelry industry right now, specifically from her collection, the snake motifs. The way that Waese does snakes, oh my gosh, is I think my favorite of anybody I've ever seen. Waese's snakes are so unique. They're so different. They're so beautiful. And when she came out with that first snake ring that I saw on her Instagram, my jaw was quite literally on the floor. They are, I don't know, they're ethereal, they're beautiful, they're her own take on them, and these pearl drop snake earrings, I literally cannot even handle. They're so gorgeous. Again, I know her jewelry, similar to a couple actually other artists on this list, I'm gonna call them artists, are exactly that. Much more akin to perhaps even the art world, and so you really have to like, not like completely straight, perfectly CAD designed designs. You have to like that organic nature, but I think if you do, she's the cream of the crop in my brain. She is the top of that category, and Waese just does it right every single time in my eyes. And from Prounis, of course, I'm going in with my faves on this list, my little comeback to the fine jewelry categories. From Prounis, my mom and I went to a Prounis trunk show at 180 the store in the summer. It was really hot, so I think it was like right before my birthday, possibly maybe in late August. And my goodness, seeing Prounis pieces in person, you're just like, wow. They're of another world. They're so stunning. They're aspirational for sure, as all of these designers are, because it's fine jewelry. At that, I know the category that I reside in. I know that it's, it's a pretty penny, but for these designers, I think it's more than worth it. And Prounis has a ring that I actually don't think I've ever talked about, because I personally love her eternity band styles, okay? There's something about them. I mean, the antique ancient references are very clear, but she's modernized them in the most beautiful of ways. And this ring, which of course is difficult to pronounce, the moire ring, something like that. Obviously the name will be up on the screen. This one is gorgeous, because I know not everybody likes an eternity style. I know that they're a little nerve-wracking. We all fluctuate. I have to see what the day is giving to see what rings are gonna go over my fingers, if I've just worked out, if I've just woken up. Our fingers change, and an eternity style with stones all the way around is a little difficult, and so this is brilliant. because it's not taking anything away. That star power, that like, you know, mind-blowingly beautiful essence to her eternity bands is still, she somehow beautifully captured in this ring in particular. But then on the other side, you're just getting one of her gorgeous, buttery, yummy 22 karat bands. And so this, perfection all around, 10 out of 10. I will say this one quickly because I've talked about the FoundRae heart medallion so many times on my channel, okay? It's insane. However, I have to admit, I always have to be honest, okay? It's been a long time since I have perused the FoundRae website or Instagram. If you guys don't, I actually don't know if I've ever explicitly said this, but I worked very closely with FoundRae pieces and I sold FoundRae pieces for like a little over a year. And so I was very intimately connected with FoundRae for a while. And I loved working with their pieces. And the more I worked with actually the designer, but then also with the team and with the jewelry, the more I fell in love with it. Again, this was like 6 years ago, but regardless, I love FoundRae still to this day. And the volume of pieces that they've been producing is insanity. And so I went through all that I saw of the new ones. I probably didn't even scratch the surface maybe, but I just have to be a sucker because I almost called her my sister-in-law, but my younger brother's girlfriend has the little mini love heart pendant, and every single time I see it, I'm like, you know what, that is one of my favorite motifs that FoundRae's ever made. It's so gorgeous. I remember when they released it, I was there. It's just, it's like you think a heart is going to be cheesy and then it's not, and they just did it in such a perfect way, and it's that big chunky medallion, and I didn't know that they did it in a little mini heart bracelet. And okay, we know that I'm like very inspired, not very, obviously inspired by vintage Donna Karan, by that medallion bracelet that I have. I am loving gigantic medallion bracelets, and regardless, just medallion bracelets. And so, oh my God, it was just the perfect marriage for me. And I love this little piece. And I totally forgot because there's another piece that this is, you know what? Yeah, I am gonna be, I owned a FoundRae medallion and I wore for so long, but I think that their cigar bands is what truly made me fall down the rabbit hole of FoundRae. If you guys know this reference, if you don't, I'm about to give you one of the coolest references of all time in the modern fine jewelry world in my brain. Cartier had, my God, the coolest cigar bands. I think a lot of us in this industry, you know, it's like our goal of ours to collect one. They are a pretty penny, and I haven't even looked at the prices since the gold increase, so they're insane. However, FoundRae has cut out the Sotheby's middleman that you have to go through to get a vintage Cartier one and done their own spin on cigar bands. And I actually thought for a while maybe they weren't doing them, but then I ran across this and I was like, oh my God, it's so original FoundRae. It's so beautiful. Beth does vintage inspired pieces like no other in my brain. Ancient inspired, yes, but specifically vintage inspired pieces, especially American and European, is a very hard thing to capture because they weren't made that long ago. And so to modernize a piece, but still have it be so beautifully, authentically vintage inspired is a very tall task, and she does it beautifully. And then I had to just do a little peruse through Harwell Godfrey, another designer who I've worked with. And so I just have always loved her pieces. Again, they're so much different because they really are so modern. They're so ahead of their time. They're gorgeous. And yet, what Cassie Thorpe was just talking about in one of her most recent videos is that, like, it's okay to be a grown adult human of any gender who has their own money and works really hard and wants to spend their money on fun, fine jewelry. We love that. It doesn't have to be just going to the Diamond District, okay? This is the perfect example, along with Brent Neal, obviously. Harwell Godfrey has some of the most cheeky, fun jewelry at a couture level, honey, okay? It's insane. Can we talk about the shakers? Okay, can we talk about the salt shaker? I think that is iconic. And the little tiny one, like, I literally, see, I've talked about this already because I think Brent Neal would probably be really perfect for my brother's girlfriend, Lucy. but Harwell Godfrey is that same, it's that same beast. Like Lucy is just such a, first of all, she's like so cool and so beautiful, but I know that she likes to have way more fun than I do with her wardrobe head to toe. And so jewelry, as she evolves as a human being, as a young woman, I know that somebody like that will just have so much fun playing around with fine jewelry. And I really encourage that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And then I just have to mention, because I have talked about this probably like 3 times, but since caviar is also like the internet is such a funny place, but caviar is having another out of like 30 million thousand moments on the internet. If you love caviar, if you are one of those girlies, I don't even eat meat, so that definitely doesn't count in my, you know, in my diet. However, if you are a caviar person, okay, get you that tiny little caviar pendant for me, okay? I think it's so fun. The pearl spoon, I'm literally dying. Hello, editing Sophia. I realized that this is a very somber little interjection here, but everybody's okay physically, I believe. Everything's okay. However, I filmed this video prior to the LA fires, which, as we know, have just caused insane levels of devastation. And my favorite jewelry designers, Daria and Ariel from Darius Jewels, unfortunately, I mean, so insane, kind of unimaginably lost their home to the fire. And so I will be putting the GoFundMe completely up to you guys. If you guys love them, if you love their line, if you love everything and you feel like donating, I think they've had so much support. So even just to, I don't know, just placing it down, even if you just want to pass it along, I just had to do a little something and interject here. So we know how much I love both of them as human beings and designers. And I am just trying to do like as little of a part as possible. Any GoFundMes that you guys want to post down in the comments, any of your friends, anybody you know, any organizations, definitely feel free to do so. But sounded so happy and so upbeat in this next portion, which is kind of inappropriate. So just interjecting this really somber news, and from us, meaning myself, my dog, and I'm sure all of you guys, Daria and Ariel, we are wishing you all the best. Are we ready for a PSA? Public service announcement, everybody. I am so excited and also so tempted, but Darius Jewels, aka Daria and Ariel, have come out with mini Dendera Zodiac pendants. I am dying. I am so excited. When I got that email, I was like, oh my God, they are so cute. And can we talk about the fact, okay, coming from not a stone girly myself, okay, I talk about that all the time, but I'm not a diamond girly, I'm not a stone girly, it's not my vibe. Can we talk about the fact that the stones that they use, I'm sorry, it's so dramatic for me, I'm just kidding, but the stones that Darius Jewels uses are just bar none to me. I think that they're the best of the entire industry in my opinion, because they're all vintage, antique, or reclaimed. They're gorgeous, and yet in a tiny little piece like that, those are chunky stones still. They are substantial. They are gorgeous. I am beyond thrilled that these come in mini sizes now. Do I need one? Yes. Do we all need one? Perhaps. They're just so gorgeous. I still want that gigantic scorpion ring one day, but you know what? I should start somewhere, okay? And that's what I should start with, a mini zodiac. Oh my God, like true perfection. Guys, I can't wait to hear your thoughts down below. Thank you. Sorry for taking a brief hiatus. I think I replaced my fine jewelry list videos with the row videos, and so yeah, I will be more balanced rather than fixate. I can't wait to hear all of your thoughts down below. Many more to come, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye guys.